So I mean, you have so much to say about about this film, and it's fascinating, and I just want to know what does it feel like to, I mean, you've traveled the world with this film already,
Yeah.
and I mean, what is it like to like? Are you just like as soon as you get off the plane, you're like waiting to scream all these things about your film to everybody? But I mean, what is that like? Been traveling with this baby?
Yeah, I mean, it's been incredible um, connecting with people. I mean, some people really, really resonate with the father-son story. In some cases, they've lost someone, or they have a kind of broken relationship, and maybe they haven't touched. The teenager they haven't hugged or had any contact with their parent in years, or vice versa. The parent, it's like there's no bridge to their teenagers. And so they are often, sometimes people come to me with a lot of emotion and being really overwhelmed and feeling a sense of healing, or feeling a sense of wanting to connect with their family or something like that. And then there is the creators, the actors that really resonate with it. And not just I wouldn't say just actors of film and stage, but also chefs or athletes or musicians or anybody that's had a dream and has maybe not followed through on that because of different obstacles in their lives. Maybe they felt like they have to do something more steady to earn money, or they were never supported, or they were sort of paralyzed by fear or something. So for people that have that creative juice in them, there's a really strong reaction by the end of the film, when he says, six people dressed in animal suits appear in an expanse of snow. We are a chorus line of misfits. I am part of them. We are fearless. And that whole sort of questioning of making a film, and whether it's a pointless humiliation, and what is the value of creating? What does it lead to? And maybe it doesn't lead to anything. Maybe just the act of doing it is enough. And that really, for people that have creative impulses, that's the thing that really resonates. And that's the thing that they want to talk to me about. So we talk about meaning, and we talk about, what meaning is. I remember in Ashland, Oregon, at the Ashland Independent Film Festival, there was a gentleman that just wanted to talk to me about meaningfulness for like half an hour. And that was really interesting.
So do you make movies then? Would you say you make movies to get those sort of reactions, those dynamic reactions from people, or are you just making these things and throwing them out there and seeing what happens?
No, I mean, I think that I'm really interested in communicating. So, and that starts from the beginning, from when I hit the blank page. I think of, I want to communicate something. And again, it usually comes from my life. It's usually personal, and then it kind of changes and evolves into some dreams and reality. And then I want to work with people. So then the collaboration starts there, and I'm really interested in that exchange. And then it can't end when the film is done, and it absolutely extends beyond that. And then the full circle of it is now letting the film kind of be itself in the world, and seeing how audiences everywhere resonate with it, and what kind of conversations that inspires, what kinds of connections, what kinds of friendships. That's, like, to me, the ultimate. And if I made a film and it didn't do that, if it didn't connect with anyone, that would be a tragedy for me.
Mm.
Because it's not just about the making. It's really ultimately about the communicating.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm in now with the release, and that's really, and it's a full year of work from when the film is finished. And we finished in August. We were in TIFF in September. I've been to almost 30 film festivals. And next week we hit the Lightbox in Toronto theatrically, so that becomes like the rock show of it, We have animals on the streets, and we have a big art exhibition, and I just met with a street graffiti artist that's going to do an amazing art piece on some storefronts on Queen Street, and, we make a big sort of party event of that. At the same time, for everyone else across Canada, it'll be on iTunes on the same day, and for everyone else around the world in the States and elsewhere, it'll be on Vimeo on the same day. So that's really exciting, because I don't think that's ever really happened to a Canadian film, where we've been able to sort of line up all the platforms, and especially for a small film, small kind of handmade film like this, to give it that kind of access at one time everywhere. That's really exciting to me. So I hope some cool conversations come out of that.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually going to ask you about, the online sort of landscape. I mean, do you think that it's shifting to sort of favor independent filmmakers? I mean, you've done a lot of promo yourself online. I see, on the Animal Project Facebook and Instagram, it's like you're posting stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And since you're releasing the film on Vimeo, I mean, do you think that this is sort of like a vital route for independent filmmakers to take advantage of?
Yeah, I mean, it's been great for the Animal Project, because I was one of the first people that stepped onto the Vimeo VOD offer that came out of TIFF. So Vimeo, I think they just had their VOD up for maybe 1 year, like in September 2013, and they were interested in doing a spotlight on 10 world premieres at the Toronto International Film Festival. They're not all Canadian, but 10 world premieres. And they've been doing similar sort of ventures at Sundance and South by. But TIFF was the first, and I thought it was so cool to commit to that and know that I could then announce that at every film festival I was at, because typically at film festivals, you're screening to the few hundred people, and there's always someone that says, okay, so how can I tell my friends to see your film? And you're like, well, you can email me, and I can send you a password protected link, or I can email you, like snail mail you out a DVD. But it was so cool to say June 6th, because we had our theatrical release date. June 6th, you'll be able to see it on Vimeo. On this day, on this platform, wherever there is an internet connection, it will be available. And that felt really great. It's the first time I've been able to do that. But that gave every film festival platform a different kind of opportunity for the film, because it wasn't just a one-off. It was a one-off that was potentially leading to a bigger audience in that area.
So, just to get some of the sort of basic information, you said it was June 6th, correct?
Yeah, Friday, June 6th.
Okay. I just wanted to confirm that. And then, is there like a specific time, or is it just going to be, at midnight?
I think it's going to be as of like midnight, just after midnight. So officially, when it turns June 6th, the Animal Project will be available on Vimeo. If you go Vimeo, VOD, the Animal Project.
All right.
I can absolutely send you the link.
Yeah, absolutely. Please do. And now there's going to be a charge for viewing it then? Like you'd have to pay to view it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, I set the price at $4.99 for a rental, and that's for 48 hours, and then you can buy it for $12.99. So Vimeo is available everywhere outside Canada, and it's sort of the same deal on iTunes in Canada.
Well, I will tell you now that I'll definitely be buying it. I enjoyed it a lot.
That's so cool. That's so cool. And you know what? I would love if you, because now it's not live. I think it's available for pre-buy, but when it goes live, you can comment on the page.
Oh, sure.
And the first comments, like always, are the first comments. So, so it would be awesome. It would be great if you felt, that you would like to comment on the page. I'd love to have your words up there.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I'll absolutely do that. So I have it. Let me just make a note of that right here.
Yeah, so it's Vimeo.com on demand, the Animal Project, but I'll send it to you.
Okay, thanks.